Are we on record? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice on record.
Yeah.
See the red light in here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hi guys.
High end of the year.
Yes. A roller coaster of a year it's been. It has. It's been massive.
Oh, for some people.
For some people.
For some people.
I was out of the country for 4 months.
Yeah, there's some people it was a roller coaster. Other people it was just same old, same old. Stop being a Debbie Downer.
So today we are drinking a Schaefer 2018 Napa Valley Relentless. This was gifted to us
By?
by...
The pressure's on. Give me the cork. So I know you're not going to be able to do this one.
His name's escaping me.
It was by a lovely gentleman who came to our workshops in LA.
Was it? Could it have been... His name could have been Rick, I think. I don't know.
You should have written his name on the bottle.
So many people.
I met so many people that gave me alcohol, and that's including homeless.
What?
Well, the homeless you'd go out and get a drink free when you'd run out at night time and everything was shut.
I didn't.
You didn't do that?
No.
Not. He did it other years, just not this year.
No, I didn't. But yes, I'm very excited to try it. We've been peeping it. I was told it was very nice and it's a bit special, so we thought it's a special occasion to crack it open for our last podcast of the year. Oh my God.
It popped.
Popped.
It smells like cork.
Shit. It smells good.
Smells good? Oh, I didn't bring the special breather.
Your breather.
2018. See, you thought 2018's old wine.
When did I say it's old?
I thought you said it's old.
I said it was expensive.
Oh, did you look up to see how much he'd spent on you?
Well, because I had it at my house.
Do you do that for every... So
No.
anybody who buys you
No.
something, you jump online to see, did this cost them very much or was they cheap ass?
Let me explain myself.
I think you did. So in future, you know how she wants people to give her wine whenever we're travelling? Don't do it because she's going to judge you. Unless you turn up with a Penfolds Grange, I think it's a 1963.
Let me explain
Should have been a
myself.
1961 because that would have been my year.
Your
I think.
year.
Yeah, there's one that's very expensive round about. There's a dust in my glass.
Okay. Well, if I can explain myself, I had it at my house and I'd run out of my wine that I drink. So I had this and I was about to open it. That's why I've taken the this stuff off the top of it already.
Oh, the tannins.
The tannins? Oh, because I was going to
It
drink
needs to breathe a little bit.
Okay.
I should have brought my breathing thing that I bought.
I was going to drink it at home, but I'd already been drinking a little bit and it was kind of late. And so just before I opened it, I was like, oh, actually, I remember him saying this was a good wine. I better check. Because,
Oh, you texted me or something that night.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
really certain you texted me.
probably. But yeah, and that's why I bought it in, because then when I looked up and realised it was very special, I'm really glad that I didn't waste it when I'd already had a few wines.
Well, you should never have good wine after you've had
Well, that's why I was checking.
So she drinks like $12 wine and she expects everyone else to buy her really expensive wine.
I don't expect that.
I don't expect it. And all my wine has turned up from our
Barossa?
tastings, the Barossa. My wine fridge is absolutely full.
I'll put a dent
Nikki
in it.
was concerned. She said the shelves were all bending. She needed to take some out. No, you've already put a dent in it. You've already knocked over one. The one from the lovely host that looked after us. I actually really like that wine.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's got this really nice
Flavour.
aftertaste.
Yeah, this is really nice as well.
It's getting there. I really wish I brought my Era.
Your era.
The Era that I bought. The only thing I bought from
Breathe into it.
the Chinese winery.
Oh, yes.
Penfolds.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. That's a good one. I like it.
Anyway, this is a pre-record for New Year, the last one for the year, because Becca's disappearing again on me for maternity leave part 2.
Oh, my God, I'm going away for
No, she's going for maternity leave. She's going to have a baby. She's been secretly hiding it. She wears her shirt on back to front and turns her head round so you can't see her bellis.
I'm having like a week off. Maybe like a week and a half off.
If you ever ask me to hold my breath for a minute, I'm never going to.
What do you want?
How do you get a week off?
What do you mean?
It's more than a week.
Well, it's like 5 days, and then I think I'm coming back like just after New Year's.
So you finish up on the 22nd and you come back when?
No, I finish up. Oh yeah, the 22nd. Yeah.
And you come back when?
On like the 3rd, maybe.
22nd to the 3rd. You want to count up all those days?
It's 11.
Right, it's a week.
But then there's weekends, and I don't work weekends anyways.
But it's not. That's still more than off.
I'm not taking that much time off.
Oh, I think you might be.
I'm not. I know you miss me when I'm gone.
It'll take you a bit to get over the birth. It's not just going to come
having
out
a
like
child.
the last one.
I'm not having a child.
No, she's not. She's been artificially inseminated. Do they have artificial insemination parties where everyone stands around? And...
I don't know.
Oh, I would have thought you'd thought about that.
Why?
Well, while you're doing your wedding dress shopping, I would have thought you'd look into things like that.
No, thanks.
No, thanks.
No, thanks.
No, thanks. And you jinxed yourself by sending me a picture of your wedding dress that you're not going to buy.
Myself.
You're not going to buy it, so it's not a jinx. So your mum was a bit wrong.
I know, that's what I said to her. I was like, I'm not.
What you really need to do is, are you going to take her out on any more wedding dress?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't take her anymore. And the ugliest one you can find, take a picture of it. Say, Mum, this is what I'm going with, and just leave her with it. And just
You're so
see what the
evil.
crow says.
You're so
see if she
evil.
tries to be nice to say, this is revolting. We should use the dresses we got from China. We should use one of those.
Could you imagine? My sister sent me a Ripple one. There's this girl, it was a model, and she's on a catwalk, and she's wearing just like a short white skirt, very plain, and then a tiny little white bikini top that's half see-through. And she's like, this is the one. So I should send that to Mum just for her reaction.
Was it cropped so the belly could sit out in the middle?
Yes.
Do you have gumboots on?
No, it's funny. You love stirring.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm educating your fiancé very well, I think. I'm liking the way that I only have to do something once and he picks up on it and runs with it.
Yeah, he's turned into quite the little stirrer now. So what was your highlight from 2023?
Your first pregnancy, I thought that was really well done. I survived it, didn't I? I don't know if there was anything that jumped out. For me, it was a year in the way of
You have a granddaughter now.
Yeah, but that's from a daughter.
No.
No, I'm still. It's not like I'm going to run around like my wife. You follow me? Well, it's just something that's going to shit and piss on me later on in life, and then want money off me even later on in life. No, that's having babies is big for the person who's having them.
Fair enough.
I'm not anti fetuses. I'm just
fetuses.
No, it's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like I didn't go out there to become a grandfather. It's not like something. It's another thing I can kick around. So it's.
Oh my gosh. Well, so it was a bit of a meh year for you.
Oh, but I'm not saying it was bad, but I didn't.
It's not memorable.
It's not memorable. I'd worked too much. I did work way too much this year.
Yeah.
I've been on my sim maybe 4 times for the entire year. That sums up my year. Meant I just didn't have time for myself. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's some good stuff that I've done and things like that, but it's nothing jumps out and says, wow. I think next year is definitely going to be a better year.
Yeah.
And it's even years are better than odd years. It's better for wine and it's better for me.
We were both born in odd years, so.
Yeah, I know that was a bad year, but then it became a good year when I survived the first bad year. Yeah, but everyone else has to put up with us being
that's what
odd
I mean.
years.
No, that's what I mean. It was bad for everyone else. Because we are here now.
No, it's not down. I just the year was just one of those weird years that I couldn't get a flow on anything.
Yeah, I feel like every time you kind of thought you had a bit of a flow going, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work, and I think it was a grounding year. I think that's a better way of putting it.
Okay.
It was a year that I got through financially. I'm better off than I was at the start of the year. I'm not saying I'm a trillionaire or anything, but my bank account is better than at the start of the year.
That's good.
Not by trillions, but
still,
and not that you know me. I'm not about the money.
Not driven by money, but
not driven by money. And I think a lot of the year was experimenting for me with lots of different things and a bit of searching, a bit of soul searching, trying to. I think that we've got something going up on Inspire. Oh, it will be up on Inspire, and it was me going back a little bit more to myself, and with the self thing I was very open and very self. I don't like it when you do that. It makes you look ugly. I haven't taken a decent picture of you ever. I see 100 times better faces of you all day than any photo I've taken. That was what I actually said.
I know. I'm standing there behind the gimbal, like kind of being like, Peter, you just picked such a harsh.
No, but I wanted to get back to.
But that's how you used to.
I know, yeah, I wouldn't abuse the model, but it was more.
You used to be a lot more upfront. With
and I wanted to push Sylph, because she's got a beautiful face, and I hate it when you see it. Anybody who watches it, you'll see she moves her mouth a lot, just a little open and shuts. And every time you see it, you'll see the face straight after. It's not a real face. It's more like
camera face.
Camera face, but slightly porno camera face. So I'm not saying you follow me. It's not. The face is going away from where I want to see her face.
Because it's not how she doesn't walk around with...
She doesn't walk around like that, and she's not that person. But unfortunately, she's worked with too many photographers because she is an art nude model, and the photographers are booking her more for soft porn burlesque. She doesn't do porn, but when I say soft porn, they're after... They say art nude. Well, art nudes doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
So as soon as you put expressions in the eyes and things like that...
It's no longer...
And art nude, I don't really believe it's on all fours. But anyway, but that's Sylph is the most loveliest person in the world, and
she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. I wasn't going to shoot her because I'm so busy, and I really took me a long time to do anything with her previous shoot I did, and I thought it was really rude and unfair of me to her. But I did those pictures and found, there is a face there. Imagine if I'm just going to work on getting it out, and I'm really glad we did the shoot. I'm so glad we did the shoot, and I'm looking forward to shooting with her again because I think I've planted a strong enough seed that even though we don't shoot a lot, next time we shoot I can push it to another level.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen it with, and I know Anne will be listening, but I've seen it with Anne. When Anne and I first worked, it was more about, she'd pull these beautiful, beautiful faces, but then a long time modelling, it came more about pose and shape. Well, now when we shoot, she's allowed me to bring it back a little bit more to her face, rather than the pose. It's hard for them because that's what they do. Most of their work is that.
Exactly, and it's hard for like a lot of models because they're used to working with other photographers, and then they come in to work with you, and you're so different to everyone else. So it is really hard when you want something that's completely different to what they're used to giving and what they've practiced and what's their bread and butter to give other photographers is normally the complete opposite of what you want. And I see that with like all models.
Well, even Rara, which I tried to do fashion the other day, and because she hadn't really been doing
it. That's what I mean.
What I call fashion, she's been doing e-com, not fashion. She's lost those beautiful couture shapes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like pretty much all models because they go out and they do all this other work with other photographers doing stuff that's e-com, which is just so different to what they're coming in here to shoot with you, and then you work differently to other photographers. So I find with most models, when they first come in and you first start shooting, it's normally hard at first because you need to get back into the flow of how you want things.
I think people like Sylph, I need to really have 2 days in a week. So first day get it flown with my way, and then the second time really get the killer shots. Yeah. But it definitely worked last time with Anne. I created some really cool stuff with Anne. I was really happy with that. I'm not downing the year. Like I said, I survived it. But I think next year We went and saw printers today with the book, so that looks like it's going to push on, and I'm really excited. They gave me a lot of support with the way I want to do it, which is so different to what everybody else does.
Yeah.
So he was asking me all these things, and I said, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't. He just looked at me and go, that's awesome. Because it's going to be different to what everybody else does.
Yeah.
And you could see him wanting to give me the reason why I should be doing it, but he loved the idea that I wasn't doing it. So it's actually, I'm not going to I'm just going to drop a bomb by mentioning something I don't want to. I'm just going to leave it as it comes out. So I enjoyed that meeting today. We're doing Tomorrowland next year. I've already booked our tickets, so I'm really happy about that.
Very excitement. I'm
really happy that I finally settled with all my camera gear now. I know exactly what film I'm going to be shooting with. I know exactly what lenses and cameras. I really could empty out a lot of my bag gear now. I'm much more comfortable with exactly, well, the Hasselblad I've always been comfortable with, but everything else is now, it's all fallen into place. So that's the what I was saying, it was just like a stabilising year, a base year. It was me revisiting why have I got all this crap that I own and thinking, should I be using this camera, should I be using this?
Is that why we're sitting out the back today with all the crap that
we're
you
sitting
own?
We're sitting, so this is my little cubby holding it away from Bec when she's giving me the shits. I just run out here and play with stuff.
This is where
got lots of little toys to play with out here.
Hide wine out here.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to next year. Got a lot, and especially this break. I'm really going to bust my ass over this break to get 6 weeks ahead. Okay. And that I'll be in a much better place. And yes, on Saturday I fired up my sim and it took 2.5 hours to get everything updated. Just my iRacing program was 17 gig of uploads.
Oh my God.
So I got everything uploaded, and I had my new steering wheel I bought in London. That I hadn't even connected.
When did you buy it? When we were over there?
Yeah.
Oh. When did you do that?
I didn't physically buy it. I online bought it.
Oh, okay.
And so it would be back when I got back, and it was back the day after I got back. But then I haven't used it. So I wired that all in because it's a different system. And I did a little bit of a practice on Saturday night, and I did a practice and a qualify on Sunday afternoon, and I did an hour of practicing last night, which is most likely the last 3 days is more than I've done for the rest of the year. And I slept like a log, so I had to have a shower afterwards. Yeah, I got sweaty in there.
Very strange.
No, it's just with all the big computers, the amplifiers, and then the big wraparound screens, it gets so hot in that room.
No.
And I haven't hooked the summer air conditioning in there. I've just got a portable air conditioner. I just haven't hooked that up yet. So I was dripping, so it was straight to the shower.
Dripping.
Drippins.
Well, I'm glad that you've found time to hop back on the sim.
All right, so what was we know your highlights of the year, the baby engagement in Tomorrowland.
I didn't have a baby. Yeah,
Everybody thinks you did.
I didn't. Getting engaged and going to Tomorrowland was definitely.
Sacking your boyfriend and getting a fiancé.
That was
Still
definitely.
doesn't like that. I dropped it once and I just got a dirty look.
Yeah, he doesn't
like it at all. Is he scared?
No, he just doesn't
You
like
sure?
it. We just need to stop saying it because it upsets him. Anyway, yeah, that was my highlight.
He didn't like Rid either, but I still kept that going. He'll get used to it.
No, I don't think. No.
Why don't you just say every time he does put a little lump in the jungle, you've got to go ex-boyfriend? Just drop that at the end of it and see how many more times he does it.
If he doesn't, if it's upsetting him, I don't want to keep doing it. I don't like upset. I'm not
like me.
I'm not like you. I don't like it.
The more I can see it's working, the more. Well, that's where Len gets it from.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm trying to adjust the angle.
The angle.
Put a little lump in the jungle.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So what else was your highlight? Is that it?
Kind of.
3 little nothing things.
Two. They're big things. Getting engaged was massive. I mean, we've been together for nearly 10 years, so it was about time. My best friend on Sunday said, she's like, I'm really happy with
Was she really happy with
the progression of things that we've already found a venue and set a date. Now we're looking at dresses. And she's like, because if it's anything like how long the proposal took, I thought this was going to be a really long engagement. She said she's happy with the timeline. So yeah, that was exciting. And Tomorrowland was sick. I can't wait to go back next year. And we're doing two. I hope we don't get over it by the second weekend. I don't think we will.
I can handle it. Just because you can't.
I can handle it. We're doing both weekends.
I used to do Sunbury, and that was pretty full on.
How full on?
It was a 4-day festival with bikies. You don't sleep.
Right.
It's pretty full on.
Well, this is 6 days over 2 weekends.
Yeah, so you get to sleep in between each weekend.
Yeah, I guess.
And the early days of Rainbow were pretty full on.
Yeah, that was 5 days.
That was 5 days.
Yeah, and 40-degree heat.
40-degree heat.
Camping.
And there was not much in the way of facilities there.
At least when I went, there was compost toilets.
Oh, we had compost. Oh, we didn't have compost. I didn't do that then. They had the plastic fantastics. But they had wee tents. So they're just an area where guys could just walk in and just wee on the ground.
Oh. I think they have male urinals now. And they have a she-wee when I was going to...
A she-wee? Was it a hole in the ground? You sit
it was like kind of like troughs and people just like squat over. It was great. I went in there once and I was like, no.
So like a urinal?
Yeah.
But you squatted over it?
Yeah. I went in, they had them at Rainbow. I walked in once and...
Well, that's for the trans people. They could go and stand up next to you.
I walked in and was like, no. Not.
So you didn't like the splashback?
I'd walked out. I didn't. I did not.
So my son, the first time we were driving somewhere and there was a pullover area to go to the toilet and it was one of the composts. Like in Australia, a lot of Australia when you're out in the bush, it's just like this little timber shack, and you walk over, lift the lid, and it's just a hole down into the ground, and it's
got like some sawmill normally.
Yeah.
And you do your business, and you get a scoop of that, and then close the lid off.
Len couldn't do it.
I prefer that than the plastic. The plastic ones, it's gross.
Oh, the plastic ones, yeah. It's like no.
Esso doesn't have the plastic ones at all anymore. It's just only compost now.
Yeah, the plastic ones are horrible, especially on hot days. Even the flies won't go in there. That's how bad it is.
And someone always decimates them, and I'm like...
there's always someone who throws up in them,
and
someone who's got a massive penis that can't control and ends up on the roof.
Poo gets everywhere. It's just gross. I hate them.
Well, it's like that. Yeah, well, it's like this silly
Why are we talking about
thing
this?
I saw when they've got the TV footage in a lift. The guy gets in there and starts pissing all over the buttons.
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden you see a spark and the lift jammed. He broke it. He was stuck in there.
Karma is a bitch.
Karma. It was so funny. I hope it was real and not set up.
Sorry for the disgusting talk, everyone.
Toilet talk. Everyone loves toilet talk.
No, they don't. It's really
yes, they do.
They do not.
They do. Trust me.
What else was good for me this year, though?
Well done.
I'm trying to think of anything other really exciting that happened, but like that was kind of my main excitement. Well, just like being on holidays for 5 weeks was really nice. I haven't had a long holiday like that the last long holiday I had was when me and Mum went to America for 4 weeks. That was 2017.
Stop rubbing it in.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just saying I hadn't had a long holiday in a while, so it's nice.
My last long holiday was 3 weeks in Malakuta, and I think that was about 30 years ago.
Oh. No, it was good. My bank account still hasn't recovered from it.
Oh, it's not going to recover because you keep buying stuff.
No, I don't.
And you still keep getting debt.
Yeah, well, I was starting to recover from it, and then I had to pay a bunch of vet bills.
Vet bills. And there was some other bill, wasn't there? Some other non-seen bill that popped up out of the blue.
Yeah, I don't know. So I just keeps... And now it's Christmas time as well, so but that's all right. After my birthday... I'm not doing much for my birthday next year. In a few weeks. It's nearly my birthday. I'm going to be in my 30s.
In your 30s?
Like at the moment I'm 30, but I'm going to be in my 30s.
So it's still a 3 then something.
Yeah, no,
you're already in 30s.
I know, but like, you know what I mean? I'm going to be 31, like... I'm really excited. I'm not doing...
That's halfway to my age.
It is.
You're half of me.
I love you.
In brain cells.
Normally I do something like whether or
normally it's the birthday month.
yeah, which it still will be, but normally I like invite all my friends and go to a bar or do something like that. Go out, I don't know. Normally I do something that's kind of a bit bigger and invite everyone, but this year
You're getting old.
Yeah, I just
You're getting mellow and old.
I've decided Sebes, so I've booked a place in the hill, an Airbnb. Was not an Airbnb. It's like an Airbnb, but it's called Ripper Ride. I'd never heard of it.
Ripper Ride.
But it's like an Airbnb, but the places look a lot nicer than what they do on Airbnb. They look really cute.
So it's more like a B&B.
Yeah, I think so.
It's got nothing much to do with air.
Yeah, I think. But it looks really nice, so I've booked that for 2 nights, but my best friend works on Saturday mornings, so she can't come Friday night. So Jared's going to come up the Friday night, and then he'll go home and she'll come up, and then we'll spend the Saturday of my actual birthday together, drinking wine and eating cheese in our cottage. That's all I want to do.
That's just a normal night for you. It's nothing special.
But we're going away, so that's why it's special. We're going away to around where you live.
I'm driving to work, +1 street.
But that's all I want to do.
I was spewing you didn't pick Sonia's. One of my neighbours has an Airbnb in our street. Because I would have come up and haunted you all night.
That's why I didn't want to go there.
Windows. I would have thrown possums on the roof.
But I don't know. I think because I had a 30. Well, I turned 30 this year, so and then I had a big birthday for that, and then I had an engagement party, which I'd wanted that just to be low key, but then there ended up being a lot of people there, and hosting.
Not that many people.
I guess, but hosting is just exhausting, and I decided CPF hosting. I've got the wedding coming up. I've got to mentally prepare for that, because going to someone else's thing is fine. You find the people that you know and you talk to them. But when you're hosting, you know everyone there, and you're constantly just running around trying to make sure everyone's okay.
I can't believe how many friends I have. Just invite less people, and you don't have to run around as much.
I can't help it. I like people. I'm doing a New Year's party now as well, but
nobody's replied.
Well, most of them already have plans, so
that's all right. So I'll put an invite up on.
I do love a party. Let's be honest, but I
could never see that happening.
For some reason, for my birthday, I just see the F this year. Or next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Did you do a big party this year?
Yeah, I remember I made everyone wear black and I wore red and we went to that bar.
Oh, that's right, we're at the bar.
Yeah. There wasn't going to be speeches, but then there ended up being speeches.
After I left.
Yep.
I was so pissed off. I was going to call out for speeches. I was leaving. I thought, no, she'll kill me. And then find out you did speeches.
I didn't want to. I can't remember how it happened. I hate speeches. Well, anyone that's come to a workshop knows how great I am at public speaking.
You love it.
I'm so bad at it. I don't know what it is. I can sit here and talk in front of a camera and I can talk to people one-on-one.
Underwine, sorry.
But for some reason
you get on planes and talk with complete strangers for 3 hours straight.
But for some reason, standing up in front of a group of people in real life and having a bunch of people looking at me, I just freeze up.
Just look at one of them.
I don't want to single someone out.
No, just look at one of them for that second and that one. Don't try and look at everybody.
I don't know. I just can't. I'm not really good at public speaking. You're good at it. But you've had to do lots of things. You used to have to stand.
I used to be absolutely terrible at it.
Really?
I think I was never... the band days, I was never scared of being on a stage. That never worried me. I didn't get butterflies before. I was more excited to be on stage than... that I don't know, because the way it happened, it just evolved. One day I'm doing a demonstration for a little small distributor shop, and then next day Hasselblad have got me on their stand, but people just walking around everywhere. I've got a mic on and just start taking pictures and talking. Next minute it's a big crowd there, so it's not like... You follow me? It just, the crowd grew.
Yeah.
And then there'd always be someone from Hasselblad or whatever sponsor company I was doing it for would not always do the intro and the outro. So I didn't have to do the hi guys or that.
Is that why you get me to do the intro and outro on YouTube?
No, no, just I don't want to say this. It's a bit like self. I just don't want to say it.
All right, then don't.
No, it's more that I can't do an intro and outro. I just end up a blubbery mess and jump from one. You know what I do? I just go from one thing to another. My brain thinks I've already finished something and starts. I know because I edit the videos and just think, where was I freaking going? I end up having to cut out like 3 minutes of garble because it never went anywhere. I did that with the one I'm editing tonight. You need to kick me every time I do stuff like that.
But it's hard because sometimes
It's hard for me because I'm trying to talk about something that came into my mind while I'm doing something else. And then I think I need to explain what I'm doing with this light. And then I forgot what story I was talking about before I grabbed the light.
Yeah. And
never revisit it.
And sometimes I'm not overly paying too much attention to...
Oh, duh. I'll look at the camera while it's not recording. And I'll make it look like I'm doing something, but it's not recording.
No, sometimes you start like talking about lights and fiddling and stuff, and I'm not really that tuned into every word you're saying.
Some assistant you are. No wonder you're not a photographic assistant. She knows more than you, and she's only done 3 workshops.
I said sometimes. So that's why. But then other times I do pick up on you, like starts to say something, and then you never go anywhere with it. And I like. But then I go and try and tell you to like finish what you're saying, but you've started something else, and I don't want to interrupt you because then I've messed up that flow, and then you ever got me from interrupting.
No, it's fine. It was quite interesting. I was watching. Only because I was interested to see what he had a clickbait thing. Well, it wasn't. It was a clickbait, so it got me to watch it, so I couldn't work out what it was, and I was interested to see what it was. It was 100% clickbait, and he spent the first half the video about to tell you what it is, and then says, let's go back to grounds, let's go back to the start. It goes right through till he actually gets to... And I was watching how the production of the video, how it was done, and he's good friends with Peter McKinnon, and he's done stuff with Peter McKinnon, and I think Peter McKinnon was partly involved in this thing that he's made, which is a battery holder. It's a real cool battery holder, but he doesn't make any for Leica, so I won't be buying any. No, it's just he only does it for Canon, Nikon, and Sony.
No, I was just laughing at the way that you said it.
Well, it's a handy thing. It's a battery storage thing, but you can also charge them within it, and you can use them as a battery bank. You can actually take power off all your batteries. It was a good idea, but the process he went through to get halfway through the movie, I reckon it would have been at least half a day. Because everything was set up perfect, so when he ripped this opened, he could show this, and then that went to this, and I've just seen this cut would have been done in this cut, just like a normal movie. Well, you can't script me to do anything.
I know.
So I think I just do what I do. It's no different to when I was talking to the publisher today and everything else. I'm just who I am, and I don't want to put myself across as anything different than that. And I think people do enjoy the no bullshit side of...
I thought it was not... We got an email the other day and someone said that they'd found some article about you from ages ago, and I was curious because I've never read this article.
Curious.
So I went hunting on the internet and I ended up finding an interview you did with someone like 10 years ago. And I was just reading your answers, even from 10 years ago. That's still the exact same thing that you say today. Like, the answers you gave are still things that you say. And I'm like,
they shouldn't change.
I know, but that's what I mean. I'm just saying, like, you are... I was more reinforcing that, yes, you are who you are. Like, you...
You can't change me.
I know, that's what I mean.
I'm just who I am.
You still answer, like, the same questions. You were still answering the same that you have been for 10 years.
Well, I didn't make it up then.
I know.
I would have found something cooler to say by now, but no, it's talk the same old crap.
I know, but...
I think that's why I do get annoyed. And even I did some cooking on the weekend, and daughter wanted fried chicken. Well, Laurie wanted fried chicken again. And Nikki makes great fried chicken, but they like mine better. And I just use... No, I'm on to my second cup.
Okay.
I thought,
toothpaste on my
I really like this, and because it's got heaps of spice and flavour in it. And I'll put a link up, so you need to write it down so I remember. I'll put Maddie Fried Chicken is a really good chef. It is very... It's got a bit of temperature in it, and it takes a little bit of work, but it's fennel. It's got fennel. It's got cinnamon, cayenne. So it's very flavoursome. There's lots of sub-flavours in it. And if you do the chicken in pickles and then pickle juice overnight, and then buttermilk during the day, it's the most juiciest, tender chicken in the world. Anyway, stretching this out, I saw this other show that showed this Japanese fried chicken. And it was just marinated in lots of things that I like. And then it was only coated in potato starch, which is like corn flour. It's very...
Karage?
No, it's called potato starch.
Oh no, I meant the Japanese fried chicken. I think that's called karage.
Oh, whatever. So I did that up. And he sort of like, he has his cousins with him when he does the tastings. They were raving how good this was. I'm going to do a little batch of this. I don't know. Pretty shit. And once I covered it with lemon juice, it's sort of like a little bit better. So I think they just keep on putting up these recipes for the sake of putting content, because he normally specialises in steak and that. But when I taste, this is just over acidic. And I'm really careful with I knew I didn't get anything wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it was the same as when I was trying to copy the Baileys, which you tasted.
That was yummy. I liked it.
Still wasn't identical. And when she was doing it, she was sipping both, so I cannot pick the difference.
I could definitely taste the difference between Baileys and that.
So much difference.
Yeah. It had a lot more like was it almond?
Almond essence. But I didn't hate it, but I was no way known. I would have said it tasted the same.
No, it didn't. It was similar, but it wasn't identical.
Yeah. But yeah, now I've gone off on a tangent.
Yeah, where were you going with this?
I don't know. You've lost me again.
Why is my fault? You're the one who
started. No, just about. I think it was about just being real. Where when, like, we had 2 or 3 people contact us this week wanting to sponsor us and offering us reasonable money. It's just, I wouldn't use that.
Yeah, so why would
how am I going to talk about it? And why would I say to people, go out and buy this as if something I wouldn't use?
Yeah, and
just for some money.
And give a 60-second long spiel about something
I would never use.
Yeah.
To me, that's
selling out.
Well, is it selling out? And I know when you're working in the commercial world, all the big name people put their names to anything for money.
Yeah.
But I feel my YouTube, all my social media that we got control, or where the other ones have control, it's our brand. It's who we are.
Is that someone knocking?
No, it's someone outside doing something.
Oh, I thought we had a visitor.
No, I think it's a twuck.
A twuck.
Whenever it's our brand. And I copped a lot of crap about me giving Hasselblad crap. But it's because I felt so bad about people buying Hasselblads, and the camera's not the camera that I use. The H6 is still the best camera in the world by far, but the new stuff is just crap.
Yeah. And then you started to feel bad because people were buying...
People were buying it, and I never said it was good. But then I'm watching... I know of at least 6 people who have done reviews on that camera and have only ever used it for 2 hours. They don't own it, they never bought it, and they all gave it flowing, but they've never bought it, they've never used it.
I think the worst for you was when we had someone who came to a workshop and they just bought the new one, and didn't they buy it because they knew that you were a Hasselblad ambassador?
And I hated that.
And then you were like, no, I hate that camera, and then they ended up not liking the camera, and then you kind of felt like you were... It's not like you went out and said, this is great, buy this, but...
Well, I never said it was good.
Yeah, I know. So that was...
I didn't even do... They sent out a camera for me to review after half an hour, an hour. I said, I'm not doing anything on this. So I can only give this a bad review, so I'm just not going to do it. Yeah.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Although I have said a bit about it. But it still annoys me, and it's a few things that we have been sent, all of a sudden I see 30 reviews on the same thing. So it's like... we keep saying no, but all these other people are saying yes for the money.
Yeah.
And we were offered that. We've had a couple of things.
Yeah.
The light that we've got on us now, is it? Yeah, this, no.
No, I think this one that, I think this...
I bought this one. No, it's another light, one of our constant lights. And I'd already bought 2 of their constant lights and really liked them.
And then they contacted us saying, oh, were you like offered this or did you?
Yeah, they wanted to know if someone from the company was, and I said, no, I bought both of these.
And then they said, well, we would like to send you some more stuff.
Yeah.
And then the stuff's awesome. So you'll do a video using it, but you're not going to do a review. You're just going to show how you would use it. Yeah,
and I didn't ask for an affiliate link.
They offered it and we said no.
Yeah, we said no. It's just the light's awesome. If you want me to, like, the other 2 lights I love, which are the smaller battery operated ones, and this one's a mains powered one, and I've used it at least 6 times in here, even on shoots that we aren't recording, because it's so light, it's so easy to handle.
Yes.
So things like that I'm happy with, but it's a lot of people make money out of YouTube, making it out of the affiliates and out of the sponsorship deals, and our YouTube was never about that. Like, when it was pumping during COVID, we were happy with the money we made just out of ad revenue.
Yep.
And like the revenue we make out now doesn't cover a quarter of what it costs to put together, but it is part of our brand. It's like other social media.
And a lot of people find us
through there, then flow back onto other things like Inspire.
Or come to workshops.
So anyway, that's my end of year rant.
Well, it's like even this podcast was never meant to be a money-making thing. It was just more of something that we want to do to give back to our community, and it's like Friday at work drinks.
Give back to the community.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
What? I'm trying to be nice.
You're trying to be nice.
It's a new leaf I'm turning over.
I can't believe it. You've actually been nice to people.
Yes, I know.
Because you're not really a people person.
Such a people person.
No, this podcast, financially, we don't make a cent. In fact, we got, for the year, we earned $13.12.
Hell yeah.
From Buzzsprout. And thank you very, very much, Buzzsprout.
Let's try not to spend it all at once.
I don't know who paid for whatever ad they put up, but that's what we earned. But that's not what this was done about. It was more about just as people in our community and just hang out and
talk
Beck
crap.
and I need an excuse to drink.
We don't really need any more encouragement.
And the production time is, unless it, like, sorry for the last one with the rain in it, but even that, the production time on that for me to do the sound and then cut out the really worst parts of the rain, it might have taken me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the upload, may tops, they take most like 2.5 hours of my time. So the recording of it.
Like, we could be flancy and have like 2 different cameras and then like flick between when one of us is, but we can't be bothered doing that.
Well, we could do it in 4K. And
why though? And take up all the friggin' hard drive space when it's meant to be listened to. I know people like looking at us sitting in different locations drinking.
In me shed in the studio.
Why have I got the sneezes all of a sudden?
Because you let your cat sleep on your face. You've been like this all day.
I know, but I stopped for a little bit. I think maybe the Claritine might have worn off. She's been so needy though. Yeah, this morning she came and climbed on top of my head and slept on that for a good hour. What?
You know you're going to get hay fever. Why don't you just turn your head away?
It doesn't matter because she's a rag doll and she gets fluff everywhere. It doesn't matter what I do. I think she needs a friend. She seems lonely. She yelled at me before when you dropped me home to get my stuff.
Wasn't Jared home?
No, it's Tuesdays in the city.
Oh, Tuesdays. Oh, sorry, I saw the car there. I just gather he drives. But
no,
he doesn't. Transit.
But yeah, I think she needs a friend. She yelled at me.
She yelled at you.
Or she'll yell at me again when I get home.
That's right. You yell at heaps of things. So she's just taking after you.
She yells until I give her belly rubs. She's like a dog. What cats
I
like?
didn't think cats like their belly rubbed.
They don't, but my one is inbred, I think. She's a purebred ragdoll.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
it's
she's
inbred.
inbred.
And she's lived with you.
Yes.
Yes.
And she yells at me and then she flops on the ground and she rolls over on her back and I have to give her belly rubs. She's not
Is that
the
Jared or the cat?
cat.
Sounds a bit like Jared.
It's the cat.
The cat.
Bless her.
All right, so without any notice, without warning, is that what we call it?
Questions without
warning.
Question without notice.
Best pizza for the year.
Ooh. Probably yours.
No, you can't do mine.
Speak for the year.
Not really jumping out, is it?
Oh, I'm tossing up between a few. Because I really because I didn't have one when I was in Milan, not because I didn't go to Milan. I didn't have one when I was in Rome.
Didn't Jared say you did? Yes, you did. We spoke about this last weekend.
I just can't remember.
There was one place you had pizza.
I just can't remember.
It was on the first night or last night.
Wasn't the last night, because last night we were with Tess.
Anyway, so you can't think of your best pizza, so it must have been memorable. Best burger.
Probably that Easy's Oklahoma smash burger the other week. Pizza, though, I'd say 400 gradi. Well, if I can't think of one in... Because I was mostly eating margaritas while we were in Europe because it's my safe food, because it's really hard to screw up a margarita pizza. But I wouldn't say any of those because my favourite pizza has got like hot salami on it. But I didn't eat too many of those because I got scared of funky meat.
Funky meat.
But I know the one from Gradi's got safe.
So best burger was Easy's.
Why am I saying Melbourne food is the best? That's bad, isn't it?
All right, best Mexican.
Ooh, that would have to be, I think, maybe that first taco place we went to in Tulum where they brought out the salsas in the Tupperware containers.
So that over the Michelin star one in LA?
Oh, no, actually, yeah, no, sorry, that one was better, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that place.
Right. And best burgers, best pizza, best... I don't think there is any other best. Or best barbecue. We didn't really eat much of that.
Actually, no, New York, because New York pizza's a bit different, though.
Yeah, it's not, no, the New York pizza's like a kebab. Well, it is, yeah. You know, it's normally best eaten at 3 in the morning while you're either stoned or drunk.
Yeah. See, the thing with pizza, though, is, like, I'm pretty happy with most of it. And, like, so all of them are good. So it's hard for me to think of, like, best because, like, I'm normally pretty happy. And like I said, I ate a lot of margarita pizzas while I was in Europe. And, I mean, to be fair, they're not really, like, I'm not really going to remember a margarita pizza because it's just a margarita pizza. It's just hard to stuff up. It's always good.
All right, best cocktail in the world.
Oh, in the world.
No, the best cocktail that you had.
Oh, God, I've had so many. That's so hard for
So
me to
there wasn't one that just stood out?
I can't think because I've had so many freaking cocktails.
I know it's more than a day ago.
Yeah, I can't think of... I've honestly had so many freaking cocktails.
Right, best
It'd probably be a spicy mug somewhere. Yeah, I think one of the spicy mugs we had in Austin because it was actually spicy and you could, like, actually taste the jalapeno. I would say one of those would have been my best.
And the best dish.
Oh.
The one dish in the entire world that you had which was the best. Doesn't have to be the whole menu, just the best single dish.
Ooh. Where was that place that we went that was really... when we went to... those scallops that we had at that place up in Port Douglas.
Oh, they were nice.
They were really good. All
right. Can I do mine?
Yes, go for yours.
Best pizza, besides mine, was Barcelona. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed that pizza. Yes, that was so painful to get there. Yeah. That's when the back was dead. The best burger. One we had today.
That was a really good one.
Because it's a typical, sorry America, but there's a typical Australian burger, which we used to get at the fish and chip shops.
Yeah.
And it has egg on it. And you had yours without egg. That's why you didn't rate, that's why it didn't make your top list. If you had the egg on it.
No, because I don't, I'm a bit weird with bum nuts.
Bum nuts. Anyway. Yeah, today's burger was, I would say, the best. Easy's is most likely second to the lawyer burger.
Oh, yeah, the lawyer burger.
The lawyer burger was pretty good. So that, and again, I'm not counting my burgers. I still rather. No, today's burger was up with my burger, so it's just different flavours. I'm definitely going to cook more of the typical Australian burger flavour.
And then you asked me today after we had those burgers for lunch if I preferred Easy's or. And the place we went to was called Andrews. I'll drop links down below. Yeah,
Andrews, if you're ever in Melbourne, it's a tiny little place.
Tiny little, yeah.
They had about 25-minute wait.
I think it was a 20-minute wait
when we got there. But it's just, you watch them cook it and it's just
yeah, the production line was so like...
all on a hot plate.
And you had someone doing the buns and you had someone in charge of the eggs and then someone doing the meat and then someone in charge of the chips and then you had another person that was putting everything to like.
It was sort of like a half smash burger. But they did notice to do the onions on top. I'm going to try that next time I do a smash burger.
It was so good. And it was just like simple, just plain white bread on it, like a plain white bun.
Yeah.
It wasn't this brioche stuff and it wasn't like 5 sauces. It was just tomato sauce.
Just tomato sauce. There was no pickles. It just kept you going straight back to the... And the tomato was slightly cooked on the grill as well, which I'm not really... Which I did. It brings the flavour out of tomato so much better.
But yeah, so it was just Peter had egg, bacon, cheese, patty, lettuce, onion, tomato sauce on it. That's it. It's so simple. And
I don't even think they butter the buns.
I don't know.
They're just dry because they don't need to.
It was really good. So if you're 10 out of 10 recommend that. And the other one is Easy's, which is really famous in Melbourne. It's got trams on top of a building in Collingwood.
Easy's is more like an American smash burger.
It's more, yeah. Well,
it has their sauce in there. And
they do we got the Oklahoma smash burgers, which I'm obsessed with. But I'll pop links if anyone's in Melbourne.
The Easy's smash burgers was better than the smash burger place we went to in LA, I reckon.
Yeah.
That was still good, but I think Easy's was better.
The one we went to in LA, I found it weird because they smash the patty so much that it goes so big, but then they put it on these tiny buns.
And so it all hangs out the side, yeah.
Yeah, whereas I want my thing to be more... it was too hard to eat and it kept sliding. I forgot one,
best chili.
Best chili, ooh.
Oh my God, you're a fail. Without doubt. Death Proof.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
In Ulster.
We have to eat so much good stuff this year. You're asking me these questions.
You're going to hate some of my answers. So I've done the burgers. So what's the other one?
Yeah, because this is me without notice. You've had time to think.
I haven't. I've been thinking while you've been answering.
Yeah, because you've had time. I haven't.
When it comes to barbecue, I was not impressed as much Austin this year. I think, although we had some really nice barbecue come to the workshop. That was better than what came out of whatever.
I was really impressed with myself for that catering.
Yeah, no, that barbecue was really nice, and that was better than Terry Black's. I liked it so much nicer.
I can find out what it was called if you want me to put it in the notes as well.
Well, if you want to put it in the notes as well. Because England's barbecue's lost its flair a bit. The Blues Bar didn't seem to be as nice as the previous.
I'm changing my best dish, by the way.
No, you'll let me finish because I'm going to beat you now. The very best dish for the year that I had in a restaurant, fish soup.
Damn it, I was about to say
You forgot about the fish soup in Norway.
Fish soup in Norway.
My God, I'll just go back to Norway just to have that fish soup.
I'm putting like all these restaurants down in the notes.
You're going to have to find me links because you're going to be in holidays when I do this. So you're going to have to get
I'm
going
to do that once we finish filming this. I'll pop it all down in your phone for you.
But yeah, so I think, was that all the burgers? Cocktail. That old-fashioned, and I raved to the person about it.
It was in Norway as well. It was at that Firelake place.
Not the
fish soup place, the other place.
The other place, and that was a beautiful steak. And the scallop in there.
Maybe that's a scallop.
That's the scallop
I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Which is weird because we're expecting to get sheep head and seal bladder.
Well, you ate whale while we were there.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it. Like, it was beautiful. I wouldn't eat again because I like whales. But in that area of the world, they only take what the locals eat. They don't mass produce it and send it other places.
Yeah.
It's just for their own. And it's their upbringing. It's no different to... I haven't got a problem with it. I've seen the way they do it. They just get one or two. I had a whale tartare. And, yeah, that was to die for. But I'd never have it again. But at least I know what whale tastes like, and I can see why so many people like whale, because there is a very unique cross between steak and tuna.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, the fish soup by far was the best dish, and that old fashioned that they made in the restaurant with the night before. It's amazing. The place that we really expected not to have nice food, we had some pretty nice food.
Even those loaded fries that we kept
fries.
that I had like 3 times.
The only thing was stinking of freaking the lift up to our apartment.
From all the oil.
Oil from the back of the chicken shop.
Yeah. What was I about to say?
Best drugs. No, I'm joking.
What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, with the fish soup, I remember when I found that. I think it was recommended for us to go there, and I was looking it up.
I think we only just got in, didn't we? We got the last table.
Something like that, yeah. But I was reading the reviews, and the reviewers kept raving about this fish soup, and then I saw a review that was like, oh, I regretted only getting the entree size. I wish I had got the main size. And I read that and I was like, damn, is it really that good? I was like, no, I'm not going to risk it because everyone's taste is different. So I just got the entree size and then I got a main. Yeah, I should have listened to that review. I should have just got a big bowl of it. Well, if we go back again next year, I'm definitely just getting a big bowl of it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do the whale again, so I don't need to, but I definitely...
Yeah. No, I'll just get a big bowl of that. It was so good. Oh.
We did have a few. The ceviche that we had in Tulum with our private chef was to die for.
Oh, that was so good.
That was the best ceviche I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it was like so much cheaper than the restaurants that we went to. That was actually really cool.
Him making his own.
But
churros
overall,
was really cool.
I still felt this year the food was way below par to what we normally have.
Are we getting fussier though?
I think we are.
I think we're just getting fussier.
No, because the place, that beautiful Italian place we go to in Zurich, that was still beautiful.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're not getting fussy. I think it's harder for restaurants to get good fresh produce anymore. I think it's getting harder and harder to get proper produce because I noticed we went to one of the farms to get some veggies and it just left even Pellegrinos for dead. It was just next level.
Jared and I where did we go the other night? What did we do?
You went to the cinema.
No, it wasn't that. It was, we went somewhere and we were having...
I'm certain you'd be somewhere. You're always somewhere sometimes.
we were complaining about a similar thing of saying, or maybe we were just talking about food. No, that's right. It was on our way to the party on Friday night.
Wasn't him talking about your food?
No. We were complaining about food when we were on the train to go to the party we went to the other night. And we just got some Lord of the Fries because I just was craving poutine fries, like fries with cheese and gravy.
Off you go.
Anyway, we were talking about being disappointed, like ordering food and then being disappointed with it. And Jared was like, I think it was like after COVID. And I was like, well, do you maybe think that because I started cooking more and you've gotten used to my cooking now when we go out, it's... And he's like, maybe that. And he's like, but I also just think the quality's gone down. Like, I think people just don't really put as much effort into it. Like a lot of places, not everywhere, but a lot of places.
No, I'm not arguing with you. I just...
And also maybe he's used to eating my stuff at home and I'm not shy when it comes to seasoning and stuff like that. Whereas...
Well, Anne was saying the same after she travelled with us for 1 year.
Yeah.
Because she basically lived off frozen shit in the fridge and cheese. And she said she had to start cooking. She said after having all these different flavours, it just she wasn't happy with just something bland. She wanted to actually taste each vegetable or each... And, yeah, she hates us for it. But every time she comes down to Melbourne, she always...
Sorry, Anne.
hits me up for food because she wants some flowers.
Sorry, not sorry. Welcome,
Sorry, not sorry.
Welcome to the wonderful world of flavour.
She said she's going to come with us this year.
I hope so.
That'd
be really fun.
She needs to get her social media and her OnlyFans
It'll be a
going.
2019 reunion.
2019 renew.
That was so much fun that year, having a drinking buddy with stinky cheese. My little roommate.
That stinky cheese was incredible. We never got rid of that smell out of the apartment.
It was so gross.
She loved it though.
I liked having a little roommate. It was fun.
No, you just stayed up every night till like when my alarm clock went off.
No, I didn't.
Then you pretended to. Oh, sorry. We're flying out somewhere. I knocked on the door and I swear you had 1 minute sleep.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You just sit up and you're having your slumber parties. Your girls talk.
Girls talk. It's fun.
All right, so what's your plans for next year? What are you going to do different?
What am I going to do different? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Haven't thought about it?
No. Well, I need to take more...
What's your aims?
I want to take more things off your hands.
Leave my drink alone. You get your own... Yeah, of course you want to take my alcohol.
I want to take more things off your hands so that you can spend time doing other stuff that you would enjoy more. I keep asking you to please give me stuff, and then I keep saying, I'm like, I'll edit it.
I've given you stuff, and I'm waiting for you to finish the stuff that you've got before I give you any more stuff. The modules.
The modules?
Yeah, the modules.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So until you finish that, I'm not going to give you anything else.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to take some more stuff off your hand. I just want to have a good year, not get pregnant, and...
And not get pregnant. What, this year's pregnancy was enough? No. Just how you snuck it out without anybody noticing?
Well, I'm getting married. Getting married in 2025. I need to start going to the gym.
That's not going to happen. I tried. So she gave me permission to make her exercise, and I think got to do it once. And the second time I tried, no, I'm not in the mood.
Okay,
You can't not be in the mood. You do it when you're told.
All right, I'll do it when I'm told. Not right now, though. Not during the podcast. I know everyone said yes, no. No, not during a podcast.
Not during a podcast. See, you don't need to spend money going to a gym. The best exercise is just using your own weight.
Yeah.
And then it's very hard to damage anything.
So
nothing.
I'm pretty content with life. So just as long as things keep going.
You don't have a goal or something to achieve.
I haven't thought about it. I have to think about it. I can't.
You haven't worked out how many crates of wine you want to get through a week.
No. I need to think about it. Like I said, just to make your life easier, take things off your hands, keep being happy. If anything, probably maybe improve my mental health a little bit. I've been a little bit up and down. I'd like to be a little bit more consistent.
I think we all have that.
Yeah.
You're not special.
No.
Just lots of people don't talk about it, and you find them swinging from a tree.
Yes.
The people who talk about it, you don't.
At least they talk about it. But it'd be nice to.
Everybody has it.
Yeah, I guess.
So, especially when stupid shit happens around you that you're out of your control.
Exactly, that kind of stuff's not very fun.
When someone's about to not let you go on a plane because you've got a coffee drop on your passport.
Oh, ridiculous.
I bet you it was the same one who knocked back my nephew.
It was this, and remember we saw it in the other.
Yeah, we mentioned in the last podcast.
I know, it was
he
the
just
same guy.
So I wish you pointed out. I would have ripped him a new one.
I know you would have.
I said, you've been downgraded because. P.S. We went through 14 different customs with that same passport. Mm-hmm. Never had a problem, and you, one little friggin' counter worker. I need to get a new
passport, actually.
Guess what? They go up in January.
Fuck.
A lot.
I didn't mean to swear.
Oh, that's the end of it. So it can't be monetarised. We're being cancelled now because you're effing the language. Talking about effing, when we were in Adelaide, get out of the car and these chooks start effing. We get out of the car today and these doves start effing. What is it with you? You make people just instantly go and
I'm just such a turn on.
Well, you must be.
To birds.
To birds. To cocks. Well, it was a rooster. I don't know. What do they call a male dove?
I don't know. A male dove.
Oh.
All right, well, what are your goals for 2024?
If I can get to the end of the year and still be alive, I've passed the first one.
That is.
It'd be nice if we can get my book finished.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be something I'd like to get done. I'm not going to cry if I don't, but it's something I'd like to get done. I would like to get my I rating back to 4.
Oh, and your sim.
On my sim. Well, I got it up there once, and I'd love to get it back up to there again. But that's just a little me thing. But I'm going to start doing half an hour or an hour a night. Practicing or racing, one is just as good. I think my main thing is I've realised that the world's changed a lot, and I don't have access to models to shoot what I want to shoot. So I'm going to find other ways to create that, and I think that's what I'll be working on.
Cool.
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 Cool. Cool.
Cool.
That's about it. I've achieved most of the goals in my life that I went out, but my goals weren't. In fact, I've said it before. It's not goals are something you die with. You'll always die with an unachieved goal. Because once you've achieved it, it's not a goal anymore. So if your goal is to buy a house, once you bought your house, you've achieved that goal.
Yes.
Right, but so you've always got goals that you haven't achieved. I think, and you've heard me say this before, I think purpose in life is so much better to wake up in the morning and have a purpose to your life and deep and meaningful.
No, but I just don't get what you mean. Like if you've achieved the goal, it's no longer a goal, so you don't die with that goal.
No, but there'll be other goals that you didn't achieve. So your goal might be lose weight, might be
but you still if you have a purpose in life, you're still going to die with a purpose in life. So what's the difference?
No, you achieve your purpose every day by having a purpose in life. Because you get out of bed and there's your purpose and you're working on your purpose in life so that you're achieving your purpose in life.
Right. My purpose is to drink wine.
Well, you achieve that, so you'll be able to die a happy wino. That is not your purpose in life.
I know it's not.
Your purpose in life is to finish bottles, not to drink them finished. No, I've said this before. My purpose in life is to inspire people with photography, either their own or others, by getting them to look at photography different, or getting to be, for me to inspire them with mine, and hopefully so they will go out and take photos that inspire them of theirs.
I just want to make people happy.
OnlyFans, so keep everybody could see your vajayjay.
No.
And they would all be so happy. They would be, their purpose in life is to see your...
You know what I
and
mean.
your NFTs.
Oh,
you could be selling your NFTs.
Oh my God.
You started it.
I didn't mean it like that, you dangus.
You dangus. What's a dangus?
This is dangus, you know. It's a friggin' dangus.
A dangus.
It's a fucking goat. How long have I been raving for?
We've gone 5 minutes overtime.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, so I'll have to edit 5 minutes out of it,
No,
you dangus.
you dangus. It's our end of year treat to everyone.
End of year treat.
Thank you so much for sticking around for this year, guys.
Sorry for the pre-record, but she wants to have holidays.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What?
What?
What? It's quite funny. They're looking at the... So I just did the thumbnail for our Christmas episode. And how young your face looked in that picture.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just like, did you put a filter on yourself?
No.
Oh.
Just
had a different look. Maybe you did makeup better then.
Maybe. It was also like 4 years ago.
Oh, someone made a comment about that, didn't they?
No, they did.
Mate.
Sorry. Sorry for aging, everyone. My bad. I'll try to not do that in future. Jesus. No.
Well, you don't put on weight, so why would you age?
I don't know.
I know what it is. Anne didn't send that stuff to you. Hi, Anne.
She did tell me she would send me that cream.
I'm sorry. She's going to hate us. So every time we joke it out, we know Anne on a Friday vacuums her house, cleans her house and puts our podcast on. So it's always good to have a pick on it. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for your support this year.
Yes.
Really, we do really appreciate it.
For those that we got to see in real life, it was lovely to meet you and lovely to see you.
Yep, and everyone who sends us
lovely
messages.
We really do appreciate them all.
We do read everybody's, and we do answer nobody. No, we do answer heaps.
We do. Sometimes we just... It gets a lot.
That's a lot. With the channels we've got, there's a lot. But we still read every single comment. Sometimes I love this. Thank you, but I'm not going. If I've typed that, I need an AI thing. Just can read just a nice. This is cool. This is awesome, and just thank it rather than me have to try to one finger type it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we do. I do appreciate, and anything we can ever do to help anybody. We're only an email away or a question away somewhere. We try and do our best to answer everybody.
Yep. And
be
safe, have a good New Year's, and we will see you next year.
And
so hilarious.
What's wrong with your ass? Your hairy ass. You know you can get cream for that. If you don't want to shave it, because it's pretty dangerous shaving around.
Anne hasn't sent me that cream either.
Oh, if she got cream to remove the hair off your ass. Yeah, waxing your ass would be a bit hard for mine.
Oh my God. What were you going to say?
You've put me off with your hairy ass. No, I was going to say a very religious thing. Mm-hmm. Do unto others and pay it forward. So if you can do something to help somebody else out and not do it because you're going to get a favour in return, you do it so they pay that favour to somebody else they can help.
They don't pay you back, they pay it forward.
They pay it forward. They pay it to somebody else that they can help. It is the best thing. And if the whole world lived by that and treated everybody as equal, I don't care what religion, what colour your skin is, what country you come from, if you're male, female, or one of them. Oh, that sounded racist. No, but I don't really care about any of that stuff. We are all equal and we should treat everyone else equal. But sometimes people are a shit to you and maybe need to be put in their place a little bit nicely. But people are nice to you, be nice back.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll see you in 24.
Nice.
Oh, an even year. We're going to have good wine from 24.
Hope so. Better be, otherwise I'm blaming you.
Let's see, what's our pitch going to be? You didn't think about this very well, did you?
I started to before we started filming.
Should we try and get AI to do a version of us too?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I'm not going to do. Don't you have to pay to have that done?
No, I think I can find.
So you've only got a couple more days this week. Are you going to be able to get an AI version of us too?
Maybe. I'll see if I can do that.
It'll come back as Wallace and Gromit or something. I'll most likely end up looking like Homer Simpson. And you're going to come back as what's
Morticia Adams.
No, it'll be Corpse's Bride. No, you'll be Wednesday, not Morticia. Pulling wings off flies.
We'll come up with a photo, and whatever we come up with, we were going to now start putting them.
Oh, have we decided to do that, have we?
Well, didn't you say it would take no time to do it?
Where are we putting them?
Did you say at the end?
Oh, at the end, yeah. Well, yeah, we had a few people that said that the thumbnails on
mobile
on YouTube were too small and wanted to see the pictures bigger.
So if you're on YouTube and you want to see...
But be warned, I'm going to do bikini shots next year. I don't know if you want to see that very bigger.
Oh, my God. On that note,
so we're going to put, on the end of the YouTube version, I'll finish it with the stupid photo that we came up with. It'll still only be in 1080 high because most of the shit we're finding is only in 1080.
Yes. Well, Happy New Year, guys. Take care.
See ya.